What's up, everybody? This is your girl Ericka from the Classy Climb blog, coming to y'all today because I know y'all need this good word. And here's the thing: drop your city and state in the chat if you don't know who I am. I'm Ericka Williams, author of the Smartphone Millionaire book, How to Invest in People, Businesses, and Real Estate from the Palm of Your Hand. Current asset manager, manage a lot. I know I'm not stunting in the Lambo or the G-Wagon. And I'm not out here with my penthouse. I couldn't possibly be managing all these things, but I am. So I had to come and do this video today because I posted something. And honestly, who is the master? I am the master. If you guys haven't checked out this clip from, they may demonetize me. Let me see if I can show it. It's a movie called The Last Dragon. Bruce Leroy. And he's challenging him in this moment, and he's throwing his head in this bucket of water. He done whooped up on this boy. I don't know if y'all can see the screen. He was whooping up on this boy, right? And he's like, who is the master? And finally, Bruce Lee put that hand up. I am. Now you're like, wait a minute. What happened? What people don't understand is inside you is the unique ability to unlock your mastery. But that means you got to be awake enough to unlock it, right? And this is a good movie. It's a cult classic for a reason. Go check it out, okay? And the guy who played Bruce Leroy is still fine. He's 50-something and fine, okay? I don't know how it's possible, but he is, okay? Sure enough. Now, here's the problem. A lot of times, I'm going to go over a couple of topics, and I have to do it. I'm going to stand up a little bit because, let's make this desk higher because we need to get some stand up. We need to get some movement to our legs. Okay? We just need to do that. Okay? So listen, I put on my Instagram page today about mastery. And I got some of this concept from Diamond Dave. I ain't going to act like I just came up with it last night. In America, in what we call the West, Western thinking, you the big dog if you did something for a year. You the cat's meow if you did something for 2 years. Like, you're the big dog. You share, hey man, tell me how to get on like you. These drastic changes, right? What is a real famous show in America? The Biggest Loser. When somebody loses 100 pounds in 12 weeks on the show, we're like, yeah. But we never go back and look up what happened to the contestants. Because 9 times out of 10, they gained the weight back. Because they leave that safety, that structure of that place they were at. This is a format for life now. Yeah, Show Enough is dead, but have you ever seen Dion Cole with the outfit on? They can use him. And he's silly and comical, and it would work if they do a reboot. And in the West, it has to be 10,000 hours, right? We have this 10,000 hour rule. You got to be doing it for 10 years to be considered a master. You have to be doing it consistently over a long period of time. See, something people don't talk about when Terry made all that money with her course, they're like, man, courses. No. Go back. For 10 years, Terry's been trading. This ain't an overnight thing. That's mastery. Of course you can teach it like a baby because that's mastery. Okay? Even when I have my YouTube students and they be like, man, I put out 3 videos, they didn't pop, I'm done. That's not mastery. You went out there, you tried to get a lick or go viral, and when it didn't go viral, you quit. I was in Las Vegas. The guy has made millions of dollars in real estate. He put out 5 YouTube videos, they didn't hit, he quit on it. I said, let me tell you something. You done made millions in real estate over time. You put out 5 YouTube videos, you quit. That don't make sense. That's not mastery. Even the YouTubers I would even point out that have been successful, going everywhere that's trendy, and there's no disrespect to Brian Dunn. I met him in person. He's a great guy. But to start out talking about credit cards, and credit cards ain't popping like they were. Now you hop on stimulus checks. Okay, stimmy. Your video's going through the roof. You almost had 1 million subscribers. Then you hop from stimmy check to talking about Dogecoin and cryptocurrency. And when that falls off, you're going to pick another thing. I've seen that happen on Facebook. As long as I've been doing this little YouTube thing, I've watched people on Facebook hop from thing to thing, credit repair, Bitcoin, this, that, tax liens. They've hopped from thing to thing While this whole time I've told y'all what? Consistently putting out content. So I put the digital real estate class out. Consistently building a brand. Consistently investing $5, $10 wherever you can. Right? $5, $10, $15 everywhere you can. I get up daily and find little places I can do with my stockpile account, other accounts, putting a little bit in at a time. Why? Because it's mastery. It's a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle. See, what y'all want is you want to go give somebody $2 and they better turn that $2 into $20,000. And if they don't, they're a scam. It's fake. Everything's fake. No, your thought process is raggedy and it's a scam. Mastery. Now, let me go here. There is rules. And this is, if you go watch this movie, go back and watch. Okay. Show enough. Okay. Go watch The Last Dragon. See, there's the rules. Okay. These are the rules. Every society needs rule followers. Then we got the gray area. And then we got the Badlands. Okay. The Badlands. Now, in the gray area, reason I have a hard time in my family because we have a lot of cops in our family, they're always playing by the rules. Black and white's got to be by the rules. The gray area is where some people live and be very successful. Now, I ain't saying do something illegal. I'm saying do something a little flexible. Be flexible with the rules, right? Because life isn't black and white. Stuff happens. Okay? Stuff happens. So sometimes we've got to live in the gray just for a little bit. Bend the rules a little bit. But then we got the Badlands. The Badlands is where people go where they started bending rules and they just fell off a cliff. And what you're watching on YouTube, Instagram is people who are doing something quickly. Anybody can post 2-year highlight reel of good times. That's why I'm showing you a damn equipment in my house that we had to buy off a ship in California to get it here in Texas. Because anybody can show you the good times. Oh man, look at all my statements in trucking. Go back and look at all them trucking channels. Go back and watch those guys 2 years later. Half of them are back in their truck. They don't got no driver. They driving themselves. Okay? Go back and watch all these government contract people. Why did I bring on Eric Coffey? He's been averaging $2 million a year in government contracts for 10 years. 10 years equals what? Mastery. Mastery. Right? And the reason I talk about the rules and the gray area and the cost is a lot of people gonna get caught up. They're gonna get caught up. See, following the rules and accounting and auditing and stuff, that's slow. That's boring. Nobody wants to talk about that. Calling attorneys, spending money, that's not exciting. I don't talk to you guys about that because that's not exciting. But you do that. You chunk thousands of dollars a year to those attorneys and those accountants to make sure, hey, cover me on that. You got a lot of people try to play in the gray area in the past 2 years with that PPP loan and they taxes and they about to find out. What we call it, F around and find out. That's what they're about to find out. Okay? Now listen. What's happening on YouTube? Right? And people say, man, Ericka, you're jumping all around. Listen, if you're not smart enough to follow this channel and the outlines I clearly give on it, hey, it ain't for you. All right. So we done talked about the rules. We done talked about Leroy Brown. We done talked about East-West versus mastery mindset. And we will continue in this video to talk about mastery and mindset because they are together. And I get it. If you don't get it the first time, you may need to watch it a second time. Just go there. Now, YouTube. What is Twitter's model? Twitter's model is you like it or you reply. That's it. That's your choice. Twitter, that's it. You can like it or you can reply. That's your only way. Now, YouTube is a platform where people get to share their thoughts, their opinions, their likes, their dislikes, and that's fine. Guess what I can do on my end? Delete your comment. Right? I can just delete your comment because we have in our community, not just the Black community, but in our society in the United States, hey, I have an opinion, I'm going to share it. Even though I'm not a master, even though I haven't done it, even though I haven't done it consistently. The young man I had on my channel last night, he's been doing this for over 5 years, since 2015. See, y'all missed that part. 2015. 2015. What year are we on right now? 2021. So you're like, wow, he makes 7 figures, man, because he has staff. He has people running around. It ain't just the courses, baby. Y'all think everybody out here with a course. What y'all missed is all the years of mastery that people put into their businesses and their lives. Let me tell you something. In the video, there's a segment. I'm going to see if we can make a clip out of it and put it on Instagram. He said, man, you can never fall off and go all the way to zero. See, many people don't understand that. A lot of people say, well, Ericka, what would you do if you had to start over? You lost it all. But that's just it. You can't lose it all if you've actually been improving yourself and working on your mastery. If you have the skills, honey, they could beat me up, take one of my legs, and I start over again tomorrow. Guess what I'd be doing? I'd be somewhere speaking on stage like, man, they took my leg, but I started over. Come work with me and let's flip some properties or whatever it would be, right? Because there's mastery there. You've learned all the skills. They can take one of your legs or take one of your arms, and you're going to still get up and go if you up here, right? And people have these extreme fears of, what if I lose it? That's not how it works. So YouTube is now realizing all the content YouTube doesn't like, right? Which is healthy, happy families, kid channels, toys, happy Christian channels, people mad at the government are getting all these likes. Thousands of likes. And then Little Nas X and some other mess and alternative lifestyles are getting all these dislikes. CNN, all these channels getting all these dislikes. They don't like that. Why? Because then that shows people there's other people like them in agreement. Why is that important? Tribe. Right? I'm not going to wait for y'all to tell me because I know it's a delay. Tribe. Our society ultimately has always been tribes. There's a great book about tribes. I'm trying to think of the title. Can't get into it in my head. Tribes are usually 30 at max 150 people. Our bodies and our minds, hush that noise. Our bodies and our minds have only been able to program to know kind of roughly 30 people in our space. If you ask me where about 10 of my friends are right now, I ain't gonna lie to you. I know about where 3 of them are. I'm be like, well, they at their house because they stay at home mom. Okay. And that one, she should be at work. Okay. And then my mama should be at her house. And then my nephews should be in school, but it's military day. I don't know if they got school. See, we aren't meant to know where everybody's at, what they're doing at all times. Your brain don't work like that. So even if I had a cameraman follow me around every single day, document my life every single day, guess what? Somebody would still come in here later and be like, girl, what Ericka been doing past 2 months? Why? Because you're not my tribe. Okay? You don't see me every day. You don't interact with me every day. It's not a constant. You think you interact with me every day because we're on this internet, but it's different. And if you like to comment, just put a 1 in the comments. I mean, I'm only going to do a short one because I'm waiting on the car guy to come detail my car, come clean it out. You know what I mean? Get it nice and pretty because you take care of what you have, right? Okay? So if you are in one of these tribes of 30 to 50 people, let's just say that. Because I've asked this in many of my classes. Hey, can you write down 100 people? And I've already had 75% of the class go, no, I can't. I don't even know 100 people. In this internet world, they could not write down 100 people. They couldn't. So again, let me go there again. In your tribe, being careful, you got 30, 50 people in your tribe. If everybody in your tribe is losing, everybody in your tribe a baby mama, baby daddy, child support problems, not doing well, not finishing school, not finishing college, not having good stories, the police always effing with them. Well, if I tell you about, hey man, you should come over here and do tech jobs and do this whole different career, this whole different life, and you go back and tell your tribe, they're gonna look at you crazy. Because that's not normal for your tribe. Okay, let me say it again. That's not normal for your tribe. What you're used to seeing is that doesn't work. Business doesn't work. Trying new things doesn't work. And so I implore you to change up your tribe. Tribes change all the time. People don't realize that. They do. Tribes move around. They change. Prime example, I've been telling this all weekend. I'm going to keep saying it again. I was in Las Vegas. We're at the conference. People have spent $1,000 plus, or I can't know exactly about, to be in the inner circle group, about $600 to be there, and about $300 to be there, right? There's 3 sets of tickets, always with every conference. So ideally, let's just say it, a person spent $1,000 to be there in the inner circle. They spent $1,000 on a flight because it's the most busy weekend in Las Vegas ever. Then they spent, I'm certain they spent $4.99 a night at the hotel. That was the cheapest time. Some people were paying $800 a room a night at MGM Grand to be there. So they spent about $2-3 grand to be there at this. So they got to make this conference work. It's got to be the conference, okay? Because they done spent the money. He said one simple question. He said, how many of you in here go to your local Rio groups? And he's thinking everybody's going to raise his hand because he was shocked. He was like, wait a minute. How many in here go to your local Rio groups? 5 out of the 100 people there, 5 or 10, if that. And the man goes, what are y'all doing? You start in your backyard. You start with your local tribe. You start with your local background. See, what just happened there in that conversation is people get on this internet and, well, you my tribe. I see you on the internet. Yeah, you part of my tribe, sort of, my internet tribe. But your first issue is to start where you are in your local town and connect there. Last night I was talking to old boy and I said, hey man, have you been on Eventbrite? Have you been to here? I'm naming off 20 daggone places in Austin, Texas. He's like, man, I ain't been to none of them. That I give him grace for because he's just visiting the city. But I meet people here in Austin who you start talking to them about Urban League, 100 Black Men of Austin, all this other stuff. These people don't know what the hell I'm talking about. They've been living here their whole life for 10 years plus, at least 10 years. Black folks complain about lack of Black people, but they ain't moving nowhere, okay? You cannot be a master of everything, right? You want mastery in your everyday life, but y'all aren't even mastering the small stuff. The community, the tribe, where you go, who you listen to, who you interact with. If you get on this internet long enough, man, you think the daggone sky's calling. You'll get on this internet enough, it'll make you want to jump off a damn bridge and let yourself go. Okay? And I know I'm probably get flagged from YouTube because you're not supposed to mention those type things. But you got to get off this internet. You got to get a local tribe. At my conference, Classy Climb Tour, 2 ladies partnered together and they bought an Airbnb. Let me say that again. 2 ladies met at a conference. Hey girl, blah, 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 blah. Got together, got an Airbnb. How is that possible? Because they met in person. They decided to partner and be a tribe. They decided to take action. And so I am trying my hardest to convey to y'all in a small amount of time that a lot of this is mindset and who you're sitting around and talking to every day. When I go to a city, I hit the ground. I'm like, let's hit the ground running, baby. What can we get into? I'm in Las Vegas, like, okay, what can we get into? Healthy, not strippers, not clubs, not bars, not gambling, because I don't even gamble, but something healthy. Okay? And I go, wow, SEMA is out here today. Let me walk around and look at vehicles all day and talk to folk. Why not? Right? Great event. Gonna go to it every year now. Gonna bring my nephews. Gonna fly my whole family out to Vegas in November next year. Because that was fun, right? Some of y'all won't even look on Eventbrite in your own area. But yet I'm flying to your city looking up things to do in your city. There were several people who messaged me who live in Las Vegas while I was there. Hey man, can I meet you? I'm like, hey, I'm at the SEMA. They're like, what's that? You telling me SEMA that takes over a whole 3 parking lots the size of a football field times 2? I think the times 3 actually, when you go to the north and the west side. You have to use a Uber to drive around it, like a Tesla underneath the ground to get around the whole place. You're telling me you don't know this is going on in your own city? Again, people aren't alert. So why am I bringing this up? Why am I talking about this? One, because we think we are masters. Like, hey girl, I've been doing this job for 5 years. I bring something new up to you. You don't know nothing about it. I don't know nothing about that. And I'm saying this with all like honesty. Like when I meet business owners, the first thing out of their mouth is like, man, I got to find some conferences and seminars to go to. I got to mix up my circle. And I love it. I'm like, yes. And that's how I know I meet real business owners. What's up, Tim Jackson out of Dallas, Texas, right? Got that glow, right? Sure enough. And what I want y'all to understand is if you are not going to at least once a quarter, twice a year, conferences or seminars in your specialty, making sure you're on top of what you think you are on top of, you are not a master. People are like, oh, Ericka, you always go on these conferences. Because I want to be a master in my life. When I'm meeting white, black, Hispanic women who own a couple rentals and stay at home all day with their kids and live the best life ever, not just for Instagram, but in real life, I asked them, what you been doing, girl? What you been doing? I'm going to tell you this. I tell you something. Girl, I started out buying like 1 or 2 properties a year. And now I got like 15. So when I say this on this channel, y'all know y'all get tired of me saying that same thing over and over. But again, why did Kendra Barnes come on the channel? Her husband retired. She was 32. Why? Because they bought real estate consistently every year. Cleaned out my coffee pot. I don't know. It tastes a little funny. And what I want you to understand is there's a people love the word free, right? They love the word free. Okay. And well, I got all this free information. Okay. Do the masters have all the free information? Again, it's going to be 1 or 2 things. Like we said last night in the video, it's going to cost you time or it's going to cost you money. And if you're willing to invest 10, 20 years and looking for the free information, I welcome you to go get it. I welcome you to master yourself and being the free information king. Go on, do what you do. I want you to focus on that. That's right. If you do, listen, the young lady came on stage out of Las Vegas. She's only 1 in 40 black women in the whole nation that do mortgage and brokering at their level. That's it. That's it. Out of a whole United States of 330 million people, there's 40 black women. That's it. 40 black women. I don't know how many black men. Don't get on me. I don't know the number. I just know 40 black women. And she's half black. She's half Samoan, half black. So there's probably like 12 other of them that's half black too as well. I'm just saying out of honesty. There's probably like out of the 40, probably half of them is half, or maybe 12 of them are mixed, right? And they're the top women in the whole United States. 40. Just 40. That's it. So again, you do have to count your losses. You have to have a full spectrum of the story. Okay. Now, there's something I wanted to bring up. The reason I was talking about that whole YouTube, the clicks, the clicking the dislike button, they've actually noticed, they've actually studied this for years now, that people start trying to change themselves, right? Look at Mr. How to Beast, multimillionaire here in Austin, living his best life, has a beautiful woman. What was something people kept picking on them about? Their teeth. They had a little gap. Both of them had little gaps in their teeth. I never even noticed it. I thought they were beautiful people. Body fat percentage is like 4%. They're millionaires. They work out every day. They work hard. They grow their businesses. He coaches men on how to find love sometimes here and there, just a few guys. But mostly his whole channel is about fitness and his clothing line and living a good life. And the number of people commenting about his teeth, so much that him and Julia went and got both their teeth done. And now the teeth are really big. I mean, it's like the big fake teeth, right? So now people are making fun of the teeth being big fake teeth. They are studying that people commenting in these spheres and disliking and liking the button are changing the conversation. They affect the YouTuber. They affect the person. You know why? Because you can't have your validation tied onto this social media platform. It's unhealthy. Again, back to the tribes. We were only meant to be in tribes of 30 to 50 people, right? If you were a man and in your town, all the women was ugly, guess what? You just married an ugly woman in your town. I know it's a crime. It's a shame that he only had ugly women in his town, but that's what you did. Okay. We look at Barbara Bush. She was a big bag lady. Okay. She was German. And people like, I don't know how he married Barbara Bush. She's not that good looking. If that was the woman in his city or town, that was what he had to choose from. Okay. Now people are like, well, I'm going to fly overseas. I'm going to fly to another country. I'm going to do all these other things. And what you're doing is adding layers to your problem. But again, tribes, only going to be 30, 50 people. So you start letting outside people give you this negative commentary. It does affect your mental. There's several YouTubers who are like, I'm taking a break. I'm like, I feel you. Take it. Enjoy. Because I don't have enough time to convince you to be a winner. I don't have time to come on here every day and be like, man, you can win You can be a winner, Jimmy. You old regular Jerome, you can win. And again, I make a comment. I hate that. I hate the whole Pookie Ray Ray comment and commentary because honestly, half the problems we're having is from regular old Jerome. Everybody wants to scapegoat somebody. So again, that's my favorite saying is regular Jeromes. The problem is, you come on this platform, and this becomes your real life. There's a video on TikTok that went viral. For the love of Pete, there's a video on TikTok that went viral. And what it is the, turn this volume down. The guy went around the hallway. Now, I know it's Airbnb, whether he tells it or not later, it is. And there was somebody coming and putting flyers on all the doors. And every door had a flyer, right? Every door had a flyer. And he said, nobody's been out of their house in 3 days? Like, that flyer was on our door for 3 days. No one's been out? Now, first thing first, I said, listen, they've been building these apartments. Half these apartments don't have nobody living in them. 2, they're Airbnbs. Maybe they're not booked right now. 3, you do have actual literal people who have not left their house for days. Have not left their house for days. It's unhealthy. See, those are apartments, right? And when we see hoarder homes and stuff like that, we think that's crazy. But people are literally already in the metaverse. Turn on the TV, put some clothes on, maybe not, watch TV, go home, go to bed, and repeat it over and over again. Hold on, my detail guys here. Better come to this front door, get this key. Okay, he en route. He better come on. Let's go. Get this car clean. So there's people already checking out of everyday life. They're already there. They're already checking out of everyday life. And that's their choice to be on this matrix, this internet. But I implore you, the reason we have such an issue in our society, one of the underdog, these are 3 big problems I see socially, right? Eventually I'm going to have a channel. Maybe not this channel. I may have to start another channel where I can talk to Jordan Peterson and other people, high level conversation about classism, but we'll do that maybe later. Underdog Stories, Gap Year, and East versus West. And then the 4th one is fault versus responsibility. Now, first things first, why do we have such a travel lust in America? Like, I gotta travel, man. I gotta go to Atlanta. I gotta go to Miami. I gotta do the spring break. I gotta do it. Why were everybody going crazy with the travel? Like, I gotta get a passport and get the Colombian women. I gotta go over there and see it. Now, you can go to Florida. There's a huge Brazilian population right there in Orlando, right? You can go over there. I mean, if you want to, you know what I'm saying? If you're trying to get a wife, they down there, okay? Now, if you're trying to get a Colombian, they down in Florida too. You're trying to get a Venezuelan? They out here in Texas, baby, big numbers. You dig, right? But okay, anyway, let me go on to what I want to say. We don't have a gap year in our culture. In Europe, because it's like $30 to take the train and go to another country, it's not even a thing. Every year they have, every student there leaves college and they do a gap year. They spend a year traveling, relaxing, maybe working, depending on how they want to spend their gap year. We don't have that in America. We are like straight to work. What do the women say on the internet? Well, when my child turn 18, they better get a job or get out. They better go to school or get out. Right? Because we are already, right? They're showing all these young women burning out. Hey, this is Ericka. How can I help you? Nope. That's not the cleaner. Well, I tell you, it's hard to get good help. Just text me, brother. Jesus. Okay. So these people don't have a gap year. They don't experience a gap year. When they don't experience the gap year, this massive travel lust and this I shoulda, woulda, coulda, and I coulda went over there and I coulda lived over here and I didn't live over there. Okay, we'll figure that out, baby. Like, put the time in, buy the ticket, let's go. Right? Underdog stories. Again, the reason people push back so hard on me sharing old girl story. 1, we talk about mastery, right? And 2, people like to see people rise up, right? They like to see those 100-pound losses, right? Weight loss challenges. Old girl's divorced with 4 kids. I thought it was 2. I apologize, y'all. It was 4. 4 kids at 28. Most people are like, well, she gonna have a bad life. Okay, you just get to see 1 or 2 years snapshot of somebody who's got 4 kids, had to move back to their mom's house, working their ass off. Credit repair, credit business, business credit, trade lines. They got 7 daggone things they throwing out there. And they hit a mill. Now, will she hit a mill every year for the next 10 years? We don't know. We don't know that. That's where I talk about mastery. If she just has this great year, period, it's a great comeback story. Get off her nuts. Y'all in the comments like, well, she got the child support and the alimony and the y'all. She lived with her mom with 4 kids. She had child support in LA. Would she be living with her mom? It's not no depth critical thinking y'all not doing there. It's not, I don't know why, but y'all not doing it. So we love underdog stories. That's why I highlighted her story. Didn't mean I called her a master. I didn't call her a master now. I didn't say she was Shogun. I just said she had a good story. But y'all is in the comments killing that story. Oh, Ericka, ugh. The girl just finished speaking in Congress. Are you speaking in Congress? Have you spoke to Congress? Are you up there? Did you get invited to speak to Congress? Oh, you didn't, huh? Oh, you didn't. So shut the hell up, okay? That's the key to what I'm trying to get you to understand is I'm not calling the girl the credit master. I'm just saying some of y'all need to shut up and work on your mastery and increase what you do. Because you think it's stunt. That's not what real business owners are doing. Well, how do you know, Ericka? Because I go and do masterminds with them. I go and sit with them in Puerto Rico. I go sit with them on boats in Cancun. I go to Cardone Ventures' office. Half the staff there has invested in every single thing he's ever made. Half the staff there have rental properties. Half the staff there are driving Porsches to work. But you like, yeah, Grant Cardone treats his company bad. You know, these millionaires, they're just flashy. No. A lot of these people work really hard. Master the craft. And this is what it is. So again, what's my last one I was going to say is responsibility/fault. Okay, this was my last one, I think, and I'm going to read your comments and close it out. Sometimes things aren't your fault. Okay, let me go there. I'm going to be careful. I know some of y'all don't like it, but it's your responsibility to clean up the mess. I was on the phone with my business coach 2 days ago when I was in Las Vegas. He said, listen, I get it. It's not your fault, but it's your responsibility. Aisha Selden just posted a great thing talking about fault/responsibility on Instagram. Wonderful, spot on. Sometimes things aren't your fault. Okay, I'm just going to say that one more time. Sometimes things don't go as planned. What's his name? Mike Tyson. Sometimes you get hit in the face. And things don't go as planned, but it's your responsibility. And there's a great book, Extreme Ownership. It's your ownership of your life to turn them the way you want. You got one life. You got one. And I just refuse to spend my life, the life source that you have on this man's internet, arguing with people who think and believe and are convinced they're a loser. I will not. Sorry. There's too much life out there to live. So people who want to win, people want to pick up the bag and go, hey, well, you're welcome to the channel. You're welcome. So, you at the door? You better come on. Come on, sir. Hurry up. Anyway, let me look over these comments on there. It just looks easy when you figure it out. It does. Again, when I come on here and show person after person after person making 185, 200,000 in tech, it's just not possible, Ericka. It's not possible. Or you see somebody finally get a tech job and then they don't ask for a raise. They don't ask for a promotion. They don't move. They don't keep trying to improve themselves and improve their resume. Why? Because people like to be comfortable. Every time I ask y'all, what's your goal? Well, I just want to be comfortable, Ericka. You know what I'm saying, girl? No, I don't know what the hell you're saying. Comfortable doesn't have a number. Comfortable is a dream state. I love the show Yellowstone. You know why I love the show Yellowstone? I want to do a whole kind of video on it, maybe with Diamond Dave. I'll ask him. I don't know if he's watched it. In the sea of the culture we're in, where people are weak, let's just go there. Soft. Word soft is better. Yellowstone is that old throwback manly man, Kevin Costner, with the cowboy hat on. And his daughter even says in the show, he said, what's killing, the boy asked her, well, what's killing your dad? And she said, the 21st century. And I just want to do a whole freaking show on that because we have some men in our society And we have some women who the 21st century is really killing them, right? Having manners, being kind, being nice, being genuine, being authentic, having a natural body, having a Barbara Bush body is killing some people, because then they go and get these surgeries and they get these Brazilian butt jobs and they do all these things, and these men are out here learning, well, I should be a jerk because then that'll get me more women. 21st century is killing some of y'all. It really is. It's real sad because you're in this matrix and you really need to pull out. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You need to get on out of here and go develop your tribe. Your tribe who you choose to be. I know they probably will make it. Oh, thank you. I appreciate you. I really appreciate you. What's up, California? Yeah, listen, man, it's not your fault, but it's your responsibility. Eric Coffee, yeah, I'm telling you, listen, I bring on a ton of people. And again, I keep bringing them on and showing you they've been doing this for 10 plus years, 2 million a year for 10 years. Well, I need to see what his car looked like. What his car looked like. What this looked like. For what? Well, because if I was rich, I would buy this car. But you're not rich. You consistently haven't been rich. You keep being poor, but you got a brand new Dodge Charger and I'm driving around in an older Ford model. Come on now. I ain't gonna lie to you, I got a 4Runner. I'm gonna get 2 other cars, but that's not the point of the story. I can afford them because I'm paying cash for them. Okay, it's a different story. Extreme censorship, yeah, for sure. The great question. Listen, mindset and mastery. There you go. The outline. So there's a great blog. This I'm just go there. He's a white man, and he was like, I'm gonna be a golf player, and he was like, I'm gonna do 10,000 hours. He did. Guess what, y'all? He didn't do very well. He couldn't make it to the pros. His back hurts now. His knees hurt. But he did get his 10,000 hours. And he said, you know what? Some of us, even if we get 10,000 hours, we might not have that special sauce. That special sauce that makes us who we are. Right? Time horizons. Listen to me. I'm telling you. I talk to people and they're like, oh, it's only been a year. It's been 2 years. I said, baby, do you understand? All the people you meet with big money, it's a 5-10 year journey. Anybody can hit a lick in a year. Anybody can hit a lick in 2 years. Call me on year 3. Oh, Ericka just went and bought a truck. Hey, call me 3 years from now. Let me know how that truck's doing. Hey, man, I got 4 trucks, 5 trucks, 6 trucks. Well, call me, baby, in 5 years. Tell me about them trucks. Hey, man, I'm invested in Detroit too. Hey, man, call me in 3 years and tell me how your investments in Detroit are doing. I'm just telling you, like, when I say, hey, I bought those houses, I ain't never going to sell them. I'm going to hold on to them forever in Detroit. If we don't do them, we get little baby checks forever. That's what we're going to do. Because it's not a, even in apartment investing, when you invest in apartment syndication, you give your 50K, you are locked in for 3 years. You're locked in. You get interest payments after the 6 months in, but you're locked in. Your lump sum money is locked in. See, people don't understand that. Hey, baby, your 1,000, your 5,000 is locked in for 3 years. It's locked in. Yeah, you don't just pull it out. I can't just pull it out of my shoe. It's locked in. And so that's when you have to teach people. You have to educate people consistently. Like, investment is a part of your lifestyle. You don't just do a one and done. That's lottery mentality. Every month you should be putting 5 to 10K. I'm just depending on what kind of business you have. If you have a big business, 5 to 10K every month, right? If you really sit down and listen to some of these people, I think Bees Capital, a couple of them, listen to what they said. Oh, I invest 15 to 20K a year in the stock market. 15K to 20K a year. That means she's already making at a job 130 plus. So when people sit here and try to argue me, well, Ericka, I've told you, money's not people's only motivator. Well, baby, if you're not motivated to take care of your family and take care of yourself, then good luck. Because that's called losing. That's what it's called. Your tribe is made up of non-winners. Good luck with that. I'd be like, listen, winning. I'd run a marathon. I'd do some kind of weird thing with one leg. But I'm telling you, I've seen ladies with amputee leg. I saw a lady last night, amputee leg. She's married. Married. Speaker. Okay? Saw a girl, arm got cut off in a car accident. Married. Snowboards. Y'all will find any excuse in the book not to win. Hello, is Ericka? Nope. Boy, I'm telling you, I'll get more robocalls than a robocall. Show enough. You like the earrings? I'm glad you do. What else y'all got in here? You are the average of 5 people. That's right. All times you're the average of 5 people you know. Change your tribe. Listen, Diamond Dave talks about it a lot. We love the same show. Game of Thrones is amazing because what happened is the Starks were the rule followers. And only one daughter, Ariana, was like, let's go to the Badlands. The redhead had to finally go to the gray. Okay, to be a good leader, you got to be able to lean into the gray here and there, be flexible. And even she was like, oh my God, they're doing all this to us. And the little figure had to tell the baby, you're gonna feel sorry for yourself, or you're gonna get up and take power. Because they don't give it away. Right? Let's go there. A lot of times people are like, I'm a good guy, I'm a good girl. And guess what? Nobody cares. I've seen recovered whores get married and have children and be at church just like everybody else. Okay? It's mindset, it's mastery. It's really taking extreme ownership of your life. Change your tribe. Okay? Okay? You dig what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. The book Aaron Clary's Guide to Listen, Out of Property, yeah. People really hate him for that. They're like, that's racist. And it's really about changing who you be around. Listen, come on, Kathy. Some people come to your life only for a season, honey, and some of y'all holding on to it all year long. You got to let go. They came to teach you a lesson and keep it moving. It's just one part. Again, what I tell you, $27 a day for a year is what? $10,000. And I'm not going to be like, oh man, that was a bad investment. I'm going to keep rolling. $27 a day to a new investment. Come on, y'all. Come on now. And you can go on Eventbrite. You can go look on Instagram. You can look just about anywhere. I know there's super chats. I'm getting to them. I apologize for being late on reading them. Thank you, Chief Rocker, for the $20 super sticker. And thank you for the super $9.99 super sticker. Thank you, Odell Harris. YouTube keeps almost 45% of that. So that's why we put the Cash App on the TV screen. Just saying. But thank you. I appreciate all the support. I'm a sports investor. It's good. There you go. There you go. Associations matter. You are hilarious. No strippers. Listen, if people out here telling you they're a multimillionaire and they out here shopping on sugar babies and Craigslist and all this other mess, okay, but you couldn't find no nice escorts, higher level escorts. Okay. There's a great video Diamond Dave has on tricking. I think it's in Laws of Gays in his Patreon channel. When you start hanging with lower level people, let's just go there. Criminals, people acting in the Badlands, and you open yourself up to criminals. Criminals ain't got no loyalty. Criminals don't care. Criminals will do what they do. And that is get you. Okay, I'm gonna just say it that way. You got a lot of people out here acting like they outsmarting the game. You can't outsmart no criminals. Because why? When the bad times come, that criminal's like, you know who I know? I know a trick over there on that side of town. Let's go get him. Let's go hit him up. Let's butter his biscuits and get him. But y'all want to play these games like y'all can hang out with thugs. You can't hang out with thugs. Can't hang out with thugs. Think you're going to have a good life. It don't work that way. Let me wrap this up. A Google conference. Yep. That's a good one. Y'all help her out now. Tech conferences give out money. They really do. The doors of the church are now open. Listen, the doors of the church are open. Won't you come? Thank you, Broker 205. Come on in. Let me help you. Let me preach to you for a little bit. Okay? If you're Southern Baptist, you got that. If you're not, it's okay. But it's when you try to help the folks, okay, the doors are open. That's just so funny to me. I'm gonna take a picture of that. Cracking me up. Anyway, yep. My bad. I kicked myself out of my own show. Anyways, I was trying to read off the rest of y'all stuff real quick and wrap it up. Let me see. The lead attorney. Wait, did I miss something? Did the lead attorney have something? I missed it. What did he say? Dang, y'all, tell me what the lead attorney said. I missed it. We working on a gap year for my daughter. She's doing college credit in high school. There you go. I checked out of life for a decade. Oh, I'm so sorry, John. That's awful. Y'all let me know what the lead attorney said. I missed it. Thank you so much. I appreciate your credit. Lead attorney in here. Can you give me the number? I'm telling you, they all over. They be asking all kind of questions like, "Oh, you got a husband?" I'll be like, "What?" Trust me, they be out here asking. They be direct with the check. I know, and again, we'll hear about it forever. Again, digital that folks miss the point every time. Digital real estate got her speaking in Congress. Are you free? Has what you're doing, what I'm teaching you, has it freed me? Have I been forced to deliver pizzas or be at a job I didn't want to be at in the past 6 years? No. Ericka, I want to see your bank statements. I want to see your boy bye. I want to see your balance sheets. I saw that you got the PPP. And did you see it for all my businesses? Or you just know one business's name? Good luck. Keep studying. You got to study people, baby. People think they gonna teach you something, and they're not even a master at their own shit. It's embarrassing. There you go. Now, Steve Harvey, he be to stop lying. I know some people that are wealthy, they be sleeping good. Hey, this is Ericka. How can I help you? Yeah? You guys here? Well, tell them come on around. Come on around to the building. It's first building as you come into if you go to the right, the first building. I almost said some personal. I had to put the mute on to cover my mouth because some of y'all can read lips. Okay, I said, look here, get your ass over here. Comment section reduce your accomplishment to a marital status. Yeah, and again, this is called moving the goalpost. Let's be really clear. When we meet a wealthy man, we don't go, is he married? It don't matter if he ain't married. It don't matter because see, we don't. I'm careful, but I know the game. It's called moving the game post. They see a woman, she's tall, she's beautiful, statuesque, she could be a model, literally still a size 4 if she had 4 kids. She's a millionaire. Well, she's divorced. So yeah, she's divorced. That's loser shit you're doing, bro. Loser shit. Because we don't find a man and be like, well, he ain't married. Well, Elon Musk done got divorced twice, so you know, he ain't Elon Musk. You know what I mean? No, that's the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life. You sound stupid. You're moving the goalpost because you can't find a fault with the woman. And that's what some of y'all have been taught. Well, I gotta find a fault with her. Cause she yeah, no, you sound stupid. Get the hell out of here. You know what, C Shields? I'm telling you, it's a very you getting some higher level coaching and an extreme ownership book. They're very true about that. They tell it. I said what I said. You dig what I'm saying? Light flex, just a little bit. Listen, men and women be having a Barbara Bush body. I know a guy right now got a Barbara Bush body. He done got married. He got 2 kids. He's happy. Listen, you can still survive and be successful with a Barbara Bush body, okay? Don't let these internet Negroes tell you otherwise. You can be shaped like SpongeBob, and a man will come along and marry you, okay? I've seen it with my own eyes. I've seen it, and you can't tell me it ain't happening because somebody's sleeping with these women out here. Somebody is sleeping with these Barbara Bush women out here. I said what I said. Thank you, Dre Harden. Now, I don't got no hot shot quarter. I ain't got none of that. I don't got none of that. Even with the stocks, dividend benefits, all of it. The Lannisters was about that money. The Lannisters were like, bring me the gold. Quit playing with me. I got my door open, so that's them. Anyway, I'm telling you, money is not everything. It's the only thing. Listen, people love telling me that. They love telling me that. Oh, money's not everything, Ericka. It's not everything. I'm like, all right, cool. Well, tell your wife that when she's like, our children need food tonight and you don't have any money. All right? The biscuits. Oh, I don't know. I don't know what happened to them. Did they get shot up? I don't know who's that. I'm telling you, Business Journal. Listen, thank y'all. Help each other out here. We close it out. I actually have that book in here. If I go to my green cabinet over there, I have that book. Skynet be tripping. Y'all, hello, this is Ericka. I think I see you out there backed up beside my car. Did he turn into the right neighborhood? I can. Hold on a second, okay? Hey, everybody, this is Ericka. Listen, they can't seem to find the easiest building in the building. So let me close this out, you guys, and throw these keys out here. Thank you so much for being on the channel today. Thank you for supporting. Over 300 people are here. Hit the like button. See you girl later. All right, you guys.